home. Live now, there we go. There we go.
So I think to give you a full sense of the scale, I won't show you the outside yet. I'll just turn. Yeah, so all the buttons. These are the buttons on the screen. Actually, you'll see. You can manipulate.
Turn the engines off and on.
Well, actually, I'm going to get away from the screams like there. So that's going to be really. Hear that grinding in the background. That's the screams like there. So on my right, there's a claw arm operator, because it's a salvage ship, there's a giant friggin' claw under the deck. So the screens pop out, and they'll assist him once the claw arm's actually implemented. Left and right, back here, is for the old tractor beamos. Remote turret. Sensors. Remote turret. Sensors. Salvage processing room. Oh yeah, escape pods. Because actually having to eject from your ship and land on planets and shit like that will actually be a thing.
You've got that big window that's got sparks flying out of it inside there. Is that like a refinery thing? Or?
Yeah, it's a salvage bay. The
Gotcha.
tractor beams, sorry, the claw holds onto something and starts cutting it up. And then the tractor beams and the salvage drones, they drag all the stuff into that bay, and then it all gets ground up into material. Little turrets up there. So and here's the drone bay. Drone operator seat. The drones aren't in the game yet, but they'll be sitting in here, and the operators can repair them and stuff like that while they're here. Generator.
Damn, look at that blue ball.
Yeah, it's a gravity generator. More escape pods. Yeah, on the opposite side of the escape pods, it's like a server room. Because with the engineering in this game, you actually have to go to the individual components and repair them.
Right. It's kind of cool. The artist did a nice job on all the texture and modeling, so it looks really nice.
And the volumetric fog as well.
Mm-hmm.
The mirrors don't seem to work yet. Now bear in mind that this is a mobile physics grid.
Nice suits.
Yeah, airlock's the same on the other side. It's a nice big salvage area, and the salvage balcony oversees that, so that's where you store all your salvage.
Processing hold. It's like an elevator destinations, I guess. Yeah. That's cool. Interactive panel.
A actual physical elevator working inside of a local based physics grid. I have no idea how they managed to do that, but holy shit. Just a sub-cargo room to store a vehicle or something. So we'll go back up to the... Oh, whoops. The panel just disappeared. That is not where I want to go. I want to go to salvage processing. It's got a very Aliens feel to it, doesn't it?
It certainly does. I was just thinking like Alien or Aliens, at least in that era.
Habitation deck.
Also reminds me a lot of Doom 3. Just the being on Mars type of thing.
Let's go back up to the habitation deck. I'll pop the ship into VTOL mode for when it goes atmospheric and when it lands. Bridge down. Whee. As you can see, it's like not just a you don't sit in your seat. There's a fuck ton of shit to do.
Yeah, it's not just you literally have to get out of your seat and go. Oh, third person too. Nice.
You, but all the HUD elements are projected in first person. So if I go like this, see a little tiny cockpit on the front where you can even see me sitting in the cockpit. It gives you an idea of the scale of this thing.
Oh, nice. Now,
There's
this reminds me of this terminal.
Yeah. And there I've got to go jump outside the ship. Where is the fucking boat? There it is. So this ship has a crew of 5. It's just supposed to, you know, it's a salvage team. Shit. Did I just fuck something up? I'm just quickly kill myself. Oh. Bug to report.
So pretty.
It is, yeah. So again, it's a free flight. Broken Moon. That was here. See what I mean? Like just the free caching in the background.
Systems green.
Oh, right. Yep. Yeah, the loading screen doesn't pick up the whole screen.
Oh, you do not want to fly into one of those planetary mining lasers. It is not a good day for you when you hit those.
No doubt.
So obviously there's FPS weapons as well, because you can board other people's ships and stuff. There are ballistics, lasers, and plasma weaponry, but there's also stuff like solid slug rail and shit like that. There's ground vehicles, there's even tanks and stuff like that, but some of these ships are going to be big enough to actually, because you can also do player colonies and stuff like that. Some of these ships are so big that, oh dear. Some of these ships are so big that you're actually going to be able to have full-on tank battles on the bridge. So on the bridge, on the decks. I'm not wearing my jetpack, I'm just doing the thing. See a big giant claw on the bottom.
It's crazy.
So the whole idea about this ship is just tearing things apart physically. So managed turret, someone can actually sit in there. Here's the docking collar. Nope. But that gives you an idea of the flow and how things like actually sorta get in there. There are lots of other cool things. And even then some Like, what would you be interested in? Combat, salvage, mining,
kind of all of it.
exploration?
I'm kind of interested in see what how you interact with other players. Like, do you have a clan system?
Yep, organizations. I'll have to show you that for my webs. We've got a clan website and stuff. So what's it called? I'll show you. So Caterpillar's a giant cargo ship. But there's also, it's a notorious pirate vessel as well, because they're also used for boarding operations and mobile bases. You can put little snub fighters in them.
Oh shit.
You'll see why it's called the Caterpillar in a second.
Welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft.
Can't remember how you get out of the sea on this one. Let's take some meds. So you can already see that the art style on this is different, because all the manufacturers have different art styles. Not as menacing looking or anything as the Nostromo, but it's those segments in the front. You can see where each segment are. They're modular, so you can take them out and replace them with like barracks and stuff like that, or salvage shops, or even just like an actual store. So Drake's pretty good in that respect. They've even got some really weird, interesting styles, I guess, of ship. You've seen Star Wars, obviously, right?
Yeah.
You remember the little B-wing thing? The thing that sort of went...
I know B-wings, yeah.
Yeah, let me just... Where is it? Let's go aligned. Three-quarter rendering again.
Hello. How can MISC help you today? Systems on.
Find the landing point. Let me just...
Landing gear down. Landing successful.
Took me a moment to find the controls for this thing. So this is a wee starter ship called the Reliant Core. So this is one of the first ships that you'll get. And it has various configurations, including an actual combat configuration, racing configuration, and stuff like that. So you can buy different types of it. The thing that really interests me about it is the animation. So you got two people, one sits beside the other. The second seat's redundant. It's for if you want to bring a mate or something. I'll get back in the seat. Oh dear. So I can get to that from there. Can I? Oh, there we go. Go get the seat. Power on. Flight ready. Go take off. And the really cool part is, you see me there?
Flight ready. Oh shit, look at that.
Yeah.
Now that reminds me of fucking Doom.
I know, right?
Caution. Front collision.
Oh, there's your viewing style. Nice.
Shield charge complete. Caution. Port collision.
Yeah.
So how far can you fly in this mode? Just in orbit or?
In arcade? No, in arcade there's a little box. I'll see if I can load up the persistent universe. It will take a moment for us to load up the persistent universe. Crusader, Port Royal, South Australian region. I usually like go and make a cup of tea or something while I'm loading this. But because I've already done a bit of pre-caching by going into the arcade mode, it should be faster. Should, fingers crossed. In what way do you mean interact with other players, by the way, Scott?
What's that?
What do you mean by interacting with other players, by the way?
Like, do you run into people that are, like, I guess in the persistent world, you know what I mean? Like, we're...
Yeah, you can run into people doing anything in the persistent world.
And roughly, what's the amount of users that are online, right? Like, I don't know how the system works. Like, this actually...
Because of... Sorry, at the moment, because of the server stress, you can only get 30 people in a shard. But when it's in the persistent universe, it will all be, when the persistent universe is fully released, it's going to be one big server. And how it's going to work is it's going to be in localized instances based off of people's POIs, people of interest, or people points of interest.
Mm-hmm.
So, like for instance, if you've been given a task to hunt this person or whatever, it will put you, and before you even start, it will passively over time put you into that instance. Like in between times that you're quantum jumping or something, it will discreetly swap the loading out of the instance so it will appear as if something else. So it's nice and smooth, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
So as you've seen, like by looking at my background here, that it loads in actual time. It doesn't really do a lot of pre-caching, it just sort of loads it. And it will try and put all the people, so everyone in the same party together as well. Now that's how you know that the servers are going to be big, because like the address and stuff that I've got will need to have like about 40 odd people staying within the current server limits, so yeah. But think of the address like home 1, you know, it's our base, our mobile base of operations. But what our plan is to search for and colonize, stake a claim, colonize the planet. And then for the most part the address is going to sit in orbit and just keep an eye on the colony. But we'll be taking it out when needed, because it's a big ship that requires a lot of crew. But our first colony is going to be a marine training camp, because we've got a dedicated marine force for the first-person shooter aspect, because we're a mercenary organisation. So, you know, they'll be doing their thing down there, and then reloading up, coming to the address. We'll jump away in the address to the operation, deploy them, provide airborne support, get paid, rinse and repeat.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of stages to founding a colony. The first part is the exploration part. We have to find a suitable place to do one.
It takes a while loading.
It does. As I said, I did say that the persistent universe takes quite some time. And then I'll wake up in my bed and I'll be like, okay. Bear in mind, this is also the unstable test branch.
Right.
So I'm an avocado. Yep, someone firing a couple of missiles. What the hell are you loading? So there's a whole bunch of ground vehicles as well, like tanks, APCs like the Ursa Rover, Jeeps, like the Tumbrel, what was it called? Cyclone. And that can be mounted with like missile launchers or machine guns and stuff like that to act as a fast attack vehicle and stuff as well. There's nail pods, which are basically drop pods and stuff like that. So you know, it's got a full complement for FPS gameplay. Sort of like a Battlefield-ish experience, except that there is going to be a slight problem with injury, because injuries persist. So we're actually going to need medics, and then we're going to need medevacs. We're going to need medevac cutlasses and stuff like that, because when you are wounded, your character is wounded, and you know, if your limb's red or something, it's fine. When it goes black, it means it's blown off. They'll need to be, you know, stabilized. You have to be evacuated. You actually have to be fitted with medical cybernetics. But if your character takes too much damage, loses too many limbs, too many permanent injuries, they actually die. Then they sign, and then you wake up as the inheritant, as, you know, like the person inheriting the next of kin, I guess. And then you just re-enter character customization and stuff like that. And you lose some reputation, you lose some of your assets because of the cost of legal fees, and then carry on. So you can tell the difference between hardened veterans and friggin' greenhorns because of the amount of damage and scarring they'll have on their characters. That could also be misleading because it could be someone that's just, respawned. In a way. Come on, load, hurry up! I don't have this installed on my SSD because I'm having trouble with storage space on my SSD at the moment. I don't know why. I need a bigger one. I need a much bigger one. Sorry for the load time, by the way.
No worries.
This is sort of what you expect from the system universe. Although judging by the little circle in the bottom right of the loading screen, it sounds like the circle went down. While I was loading. Especially because I can bring up the GeForce overlay and stuff like that.
Right.
Which I think means it stopped loading. Oh wait, no, loading there. Yeah, she's definitely not loading anymore. Is it showing my is the recording showing my desktop as well? Or
What's that?
is the recording showing my desktop as well, or is it?
No, I see everything right now. I see your whole desktop. Holy fuck, it's using 8 gig of damn near 8 gig of RAM.
Its recommended system specs are actually 16. Yeah, I think she stopped loading fully. I'll just restart her. Boop. Hello. Relaunch Star Citizen. Yeah, its recommended system specs is 16 gig of RAM and a 760 up, I believe. It's more RAM intensive than anything else.
Yeah, I tried using Lumberyard, but it was just too early, I guess is the word for it. Nothing wrong with it, just early.
Yeah. Uh-oh, that broke. I think the persistent universe broke.
Oh shit.
This is what you get from an unstable test branch, you know?
Well, that's exactly it.
Oh, shit.
It's to be expected, right?
Hang on. Yeah, that is to be expected. Or it could also mean they've like just brought out a patch or something. How much is that running? You see, the hanger only runs at about 4 gig of memory. Puts a heck of strain on my GPU though. Oh, the Nox series is a it's basically like the Ducati of the Star Citizen universe. So if I step back, it should spawn it. What? Okay. Why aren't you spawning it with a standard Nox? Oop. That flipped over. Doesn't like gravity while the stuff's off.
Systems activating. Systems on.
Oh, I should have exited it. But yeah, so it's like a Ducati motorcycle basically. Not for, you can use it in space, but it's better off to use it on ground.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Cool. This is only the size 3, 1 to 2 ships. The better ones are way bigger. Some of these Titans are good, but yeah, I'm more into my size 3 ships. Right, so you can see the way that the but you can see by doing this the way that the menu system works. And unfortunately, as I said, because of my field recon suit core. Field recon suit arms. Field recon suit legs.
Oh, Chris is calling. One sec.
Oh fuck, did they just spawn on me? I am aware it's blocked.
Okay.
So this is a ship that I'd recommend getting to start with, because you can bring your mates along. You can do basically anything. Straight Cutlass Black. It reminds me of a very big Huey, because the side doors open and stuff like that.
Ah.
Back over. So if you put a couple of Noxes or Dragonflies here, they bloody clamp down at the back, go through to the front. Nice big open cockpit area. And the turret. But most of the weapons are controlled by the pilot, because it's more of a flight. So this is more of a single to two person craft. Nice and easy to, use. You can see the love and care they put into these ships though, eh?
I like that one. It's very nice.
Because it's nice and small and hard to get lost in.
What's that?
It's nice and small and hard to get lost in.
I guess.
The hoplite, which is a dropship. Oh, cool function. Your character speed, get out of it, I'll stop blocking it, is actually controlled by your mouse wheel. So I'm walking forward, but as I scroll up, maybe as I scroll down, maybe you can just, if you can do your traditional breakout into a sprint using shift. Sounds like this is damaged. It is damaged. So this is one of the earlier dropships, the Aegis Vanguard hoplite. It's just designed to transport a small squad.
Aegis Combat Assist.
Aegis crafts are extremely, are all military grade, so they've got like real sleek, military sharp, intimidating designs sort of thing.
Launch complete. Complete. Launch complete.
And where you are malfunctioning, you are damaged. I can see all the smoke, the electrical arcs and everything. I know.
That looks good. Looks very good.
Yeah. But you can sort of see now why I'm
It's not on Steam, eh?
no, it's not on Steam. It's got its own.
Web page.
I want to see it, so I haven't seen the same version. Oh, she's beautiful.
$45.
Yeah, $45 for a starter package. That'll get you.
2 packs, the Mustang Alpha and Aurora MR.
I can actually show you those two now if you want to take a look and see which one you'd rather keep.
Just don't have 45 American. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know. That's good to plan though. I'll spend my
Is it the only two packs you have to pick from? There's nothing.
They're the starter packages. You can get stuff like the B-Wing. The B-Wing is like $70 with a game package. You gotta understand it includes the game.
Right. I don't see any other options. They're only giving me these two ships as the options. No other ships.
Yeah, because they're the two real starter ships. So the Consolidated Outlands Mustang Alpha, which I've just brought in. Now the Mustangs are getting a rework because they're a little outdated in the graphics at the moment, so they're on the schedule for a rework.
Right. Okay.
You actually need to crouch down on the back. Free. It's like the freaking cross trying to give birth to me. Okay. Alright. Can't jump. Can't do that. Do that. Can I? Nope.
The fuck?
I got stuck in the collision box. Because it's got a really awkward way to get in, which they're changing. It has like a submarine hatch in the bottom, and it goes up into the ship. That's real. But she's a nice ship to fly. But she is a starter ship. Like, well and truly. Which Aurora is it? The MR or the ES?
I think it's the MRMC. Is that Squish?
Guys, we can do something together. Oh.
Maybe.
So this is the Aurora MR.
Yeah, it's the MR.
There's a wee bed in the back. Let's see right here.
When it first came out, that it wasn't $45 though, right?
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the
Oh
ride.
shit! For
System
some reason,
check.
it's
It
like
contains
100 and something.
complete.
Oh, they had different
Take off
packages.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, I've spent
Landing
$1 grand
complete.
on this game.
Takeoff complete. Landing complete.
How do you get out of this one? Just go press H. But you don't have to buy a new ship each time. You can just upgrade the package you have.
Right.
One of the ones that I suggest newer players get into is a Aegis Avenger.
So you generate currency from mining, correct? Salvage?
At the moment, salvage and mining will not be implemented until 3.2. Well, salvage or mining, they're not sure which one yet that they're focusing on. The only ships you have at the moment are the ones that you've pledged for, and they cannot be taken away from you.
I see.
That's just because, you know, it's still very much a testing phase, and how the hell do you get to the Avenger nowadays? Holy shit. Is there a button on it or something? Maybe the Titan would be better? like to shoot. Collision. Right. Yeah, things don't quite work properly in the hangar quite often. The
I guess,
physics in
eh?
the hangar's a little wacky. The other one I would suggest is an Origin 325, just because of how easy they are to use. Like, they pack a bit of firepower, but their method of entry should have a ladder. Why is there no ladder? That is annoying. There's usually a ladder there. Oh, wait. Maybe it's a 300 guys to stall. It's changed. Yeah, Origin's like the BMW of the Star Citizen universe. It's quite smart, sort of thing. Access ladder hatch. Why is that weird? It was working last patch. Oh, you just got really cool things like this is a bomber. You can see by the size of the fucking torpedoes in it. Now the way you enter this ship is underneath. Wonder if they have the Sparrier stuff. Size 3 perhaps. I think it's size 3. But yeah, so out of the earlier packages, well, I would definitely suggest probably an Avenger or something. But in all honesty, they're starter ships. You don't really expect a lot out of them, you know. Oh, wow. Because ships can go all the way up to several grand.
I'm gonna cut this short here. I got a bunch of kids that just arrived home there, Jeff.
Okay. Hey, here we go.
Yep, back in a bit.